Hello, we are going to talk about smart metering, and this video will be uploaded on YouTube. This video is for the EECE492 term project, and Kevin will start the presentation.
Let's start off with an introduction to what is a smart meter and how it generally works in terms of communication. A smart meter is usually an electrical meter that records consumption in intervals of an hour or less and communicates that information at least daily back to the utility company for monitoring and billing purposes. As we already know, the electricity is generated from the hydro dams, which is then stepped up and sent through the transmission lines. The substation steps down the voltage, which is then sent to your local transformer. That is stepped down again to be distributed into your homes, and it just stops there. With smart meters, the process does not have to just stop at your home. We see there is communication from your home all the way back to the substation, and even with devices outside of your home, such as the car. Here is a more detailed description about the differences between the old system versus the new smart meter system. Pause the video to read in more detail. Now, on to how communication will work. This diagram shows the overall communications network involving the smart meter. We see here there are three major components: the home area network, the field area network, and the wide area network. The home area network allows communications with users and appliances. It usually uses the radio signal Zigbee protocol because it is secure and has low power consumptions. Zigbee runs normally at 900 MHz. The field area network collects data from the smart meters. It can also transmit data to the smart meters, such as price rates. The transmission is usually done wirelessly. The wide area network relays that data collected by the field area network to the utilities company. We see there are multiple means of transporting that data, such as broadband, cable, cellular. BC Hydro currently is using WEMAX as their means of transferring that information. WEMAX has a maximum transfer rate of 1 gigabits per second.
So a big health concern that comes up with electromagnetic radiation is cancer effects. As you can see on the left hand side of the table, there are different radiators that use electromagnetic radiation, and the signal strength based on the distance of a person from it is shown over here. Smart meters over here is a very small amount of radiation, and this is a very low number as per Canadian radiation standards. So a big privacy issue that comes up with the advancement of technology is that the hackers get smarter as well. So this could be a control station at BC Hydro per se, or this could be your local snooper who is snooping on the usage of your electricity. So there are big issues with privacy as well. Once smart metering is implemented, intimate details about the customer's household habits and behaviors are out of the bag. People will all of a sudden know what time he cooks his dinner, how much he uses the oven, how much time does he watch TV, and at what time does he go to bed. Everything based on the electrical consumption. Moreover, when electrical cars become the norm, these meters will even tell people what time you are coming back home, what time you leave the house, and how much time have you been outside the house. So is this really an issue or what? Locally speaking, BC Hydro is our electricity provider in this province. Implementation of smart metering will be done using 128-bit AES algorithm, which is the same algorithm used for online banking. Limited data would be stored on the smart meters, and a big part of smart metering would be that each meter will not be able to access data from another meter.
Now we will talk here about the economics of the smart meter. As the smart meter, what it brings to effect is that the billing is the time of use. So it depends on how much you use and what time of the day you use it. As the table shows, the price of the time of use rate varies significantly from 35 cents on peak time hours and 5 cents on off-peak time hours. The Ontario time of use prices is a little lower, and it's the off-peak time hours is 5.1 cents per kilowatt hour, and on-peak hours is 9.9 cents per kilowatt hour. So we can actually save a lot of money on our billing with not using a lot of electricity on peak hours. The Ontario electricity usage is shown as a seasonally basis here, and it's shown in this graph. What BC Hydro does in our region is they want to start implementing smart meters in 2011, and they say that it's completed by end of 2012. The cost for the project is $930 million, and the NPV is $520 million through a 21-year basis. And this NPV revenue comes from the reduced of electricity theft and energy savings and operating efficiencies. The customer point of view is to use the smart metering technology is they can actually use less at peak hours, and there are financial advantages as shown in the table below. The energy savings is 107 kilowatt hours per year, and the cost, the utility profit, basically in here both sides of the equation is a benefit from smart meters. The utility side earns $50 per year per customer, and the bill savings on the customer is $77 per year per customer. In this slide we can see the business point of view, and in here we can see that the energy savings will be $220 million, and total quantified benefits is $1.6 billion. And you can pause the video for more details. In conclusion, smart metering is a good solution to combat the energy crisis. As we have seen throughout the presentation, the health issues surrounding smart metering is not a problem. The electromagnetic radiation is well below the acceptable radiation standards. Furthermore, we see that although the initial cost is high, in the long run, smart metering will pay off in terms of energy savings, operating efficiencies, and reduce electricity theft. Thank you very much.